Jimmy Gray. Jimmy Gray, come on up.
It's become quite obvious during my journey doing this that our last commissioner was bought and paid for. Our current commissioner tried buttering up to the people who bought and paid for that seat. And you laughed, Mr. Cutler. I sent you an email about a tax increase. I never got a response. I never even saw you until it was election time.
We have Vanita Hullendar, come on up. Floor is yours.
Hey, can I take this off?
Yeah. No, I tell you what, leave it there. Use this one.
Okay, can y'all see me now? Yes. So I'm one of these, I like to walk and talk because that's the paramedic in me. You learn a lot of information that way, but also I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I'm going to start out, Mr. Cutler, you did not deserve that remark. Yeah. Okay, so I want to get that housekeeping out of the way. We're not here to sling mud at anybody. We're here to present ourselves and what we can do for our district and our county as a whole. So I don't think, I've seen about 4 people in here that I don't know, but I guess the rest of you do know me. I've been in office for so long, I don't see any new faces other than those. But I have been married to that hunk of man over there for 48 years. And together, we both have an emergency services background. Also, we have 2 children. I have some bonus children. And we have 1 biological grandson, but I've got several bonus children or grandchildren. And you know, they're all the same. When you're in office, you have to have the same attitude. They're all the same. So that being said, we do have some great grandchildren, and I've been in this county all my life, so is my husband. I was raised in Graceville, the heart of my district. I went to Rico. I also have a business degree. I have associates in business management. When I was a paramedic, and everybody asked me, why did you get into politics? When I was a paramedic, I would try to talk to the people that had the power to make a difference. They could do that. And I would talk to them about social issues that I was seeing, you know, like child abuse, domestic violence, gang violence, and so forth, opioids. So they would placate you, but they weren't hearing you. And I would always say, someday. So when I was asked to run for coroner, I had several people ask me, and I was even told if I didn't run, they were going to put me on the ballot because of my background. So I thought, you know what, this is that someday. So I've been able to address a lot of the social issues that I was passionate about. I'm not going to go into everything. It was referred, I've done a lot in domestic violence and so forth. You know, I remember when we walked into Judge Wood's office and demanded a drug accountability courts, and he just kind of dismissed us. But y'all have to know Judge Woods to appreciate that story. Anyway, that being said, I have traveled all over the state. I have used that little title to someday. I really got comical because I was at the Capitol so much, lobbying different pieces of legislation to try to make our, not just our county, but our state better. And there was a lot of legislators that would come up to me and they decided I must be somebody important and they needed to know me because I was down there so much. But like Dina said, I would always come back home and I would say, you know, we're the best kept secret in the county, but or the state, but somebody let that cat out of the bag. I still say that we're the best place to live in the county or the state, but we are not a well kept secret anymore. So how are we going to address these things? We have a comprehensive plan. And that covers everything as far as infrastructure, your waterways, your floodplains, the growth and so forth. And with that comprehensive plan, I say we can do better. So with that comprehensive plan, what I'm going to do is I am looking at other ways that we can keep the beauty of our county. And, we need affordable housing. I'm working with the GET program. It's the Georgia Affordable Housing. And that's going to happen. But also look at the innovative ways that we can grow and grow smart. I'm looking at different counties and cities, and I really like my vision for the Hutchinson building is to put it into a PUD, which is mixed development. Well, people are designing now to where you have living space upward, but on the bottom you have industry and you have business. So that's a good way to build smart. At the same time, I want to bring in business and industry, because with business and industry, we have jobs, we have a good tax base coming in instead of it being the burden to everybody, including myself. So that's why we have a good partnership with the Joint Development Authority. If we try to replace what they do for a little over $100,000 a year, it would cost the taxpayers about $700,000 a year. So I think we're being good stewards of the county's money. Also, I enjoy the relationships that I have with other elected officials. I've been able to establish that over my years. We work well together, but our roads, that's what everybody wants to know about. But our roads aren't the only problem. The comment's been made that we need to put all our SPLOST money in the roads. Well, if we do that, how are we going to fund all the other departments and services that you expect to get? So we would have to cut out departments or cut out services in order to do that. But it can all be done. It just has to take time. It has to take time. So anyway, I'm going to stay in office because I love my county. I love the people in my county. Anyway, I'm just asking for your vote and let me continue to serve you.